What's going on YouTube? H-Dub here, and you know we playing raid, and we had to test the spider dungeon post nerf to see what was going on, because a lot of people said that you can still cheese it with some funny interesting champions. So you know, my buddy Time Stopper hit me up. He sent me a few comps to look out, you know, and check out. And obviously I don't have all of the champions that were available for those comps, but I did have the champs available for this comp, and this comp I feel like is pretty accessible. You know, we got Royal Guard, we've got Cold Heart, we've got Zargala. These are, you know, pretty accessible champions. Lydia, you can get in the game from Faction Wars. Arbiter, you're going to get if you complete the missions. Let's go ahead and, you know, obviously we got a 12-second run here. I have tested it, you know, with two different Royal Guard builds. One issue we did run into is if Royal Guard kills too many of the spiderlings, then it's not going to work out. So you don't want to build the Royal Guard to do too much damage. You can probably build him to do minimal damage. I didn't, you know, swap gear on Royal Guard or anything. I just swapped in and out a Royal Guard I had in a lethal set with a Royal Guard I didn't have in a lethal set to try to test that theory. But it did work out for us. Let's take a look at the gear really quickly on the champion. So first, obviously, is Arbiter. Let's take a look at the Arbiter. She's just in some mixed sets, mostly speed and divine. 347 speed. Doesn't need to be this fast, guys. She just needs to go before the boss and have enough time to get your turn meter up on the rest of the champions. Then we have a Lydia. You know, I'm sure you know what Arbiter does. I don't have to go over it. Don't have to go over the masteries. It doesn't matter that much. We have a Lydia who is running at 237 speed, so not a super fast cracked out Lydia or anything like that. 237 is pretty manageable for anybody to get that has this. And granted, they probably could, you know, nerf this soon, but until they do, guys, and you need to farm some spider, you need to try to get some mythical accessories, this comp is going to work for you. You know, tune it to your account, get it working. It's going to be fast. It's still going to work. If you don't have Ethos, if you don't have any other, you know, triple hitter champions, Zargala is the way to go. And we're going to show Zargala next because, you know, she should be next in line. Force Affinity. So she's going to come before the Magic champion. So let's go ahead and take a look at Zargala. She has a triple hit A3. Chance of placing decreased defense, but we don't need that too much because Lydia's going to place it for us. Even if, you know, she doesn't, you could put some accuracy on her, but I elected to just go for damage. And she has the triple hit. So obviously they nerf like double hit abilities. Triple hit abilities are still working. It's been reported already. So expect a nerf, guys, at some point. But until then, like, you know, this is still going to work for you if you want to do some farming, some quick farming before that happens. These are the stats that I have on her. 5k attack, 192 speed, 254 crit damage, nothing crazy, in Savage and a mixed set. I didn't test her with this much crit damage in an offset, but I did test her in an offset that wasn't Savage, and she just didn't do as much damage. Like, it got really close. It got really close, but because we can't get Soul Reap Blessing on her, I don't have anything to get, you know, Phantom Touch or anything on her. I haven't tested it with Phantom Touch, haven't tested it with Cruelty, any of that stuff, so I can't 100% say for sure. So without blessings, you definitely want to, you know, have some ability to ignore defense, right? So whether you take Helm Smasher on her, I have War Master on mine. You know, this is just what I had on her for Faction Wars. I didn't change the masteries in any way. These are the Faction Wars masteries that I have, guys. And, you know, I'm just going to say it again. Huge shout out to Time Stopper for, you know, just sending this my way. And, you know, maybe you guys will be able to utilize this. Some people who have these champions. Now, next was obviously Royal Guard. This is the Royal Guard that I used for it, just because this one is not in Savage. It's just a fast Royal Guard that at one point I was using for some of the lower Hydra stages. And he's obviously not that fast right now. He just has on some mixed gear. I had to take gear off from to build a Husk earlier. Well, Final Campeche actually built it for me. But this is the Royal Guard. You don't want him to do too much damage. I should honestly probably like take more, you know, attack off of him. Try to lower his attack because he does still kill some of the spiderlings, and you may see that on the run. So the issue that you're going to run into is if Royal Guard kills too many spiderlings, then it's not going to work. I repeat, if Royal Guard kills too many spiderlings, it is not going to work. So you have to try to, you know, just keep an eye out on how much damage you build them in. And I haven't modified this gear at all, guys. This is just a royal guard that I had built already. I have several of them built. And obviously the last champion that we're going to take a look at is a cold heart. So we have a cold heart here, you know, coming in right after Lydia. She doesn't need to be this fast, guys. She has 300 crit damage. Just want to make sure we get the maximum amount of damage out of the cold heart, that 1.477 whatever it is million. You want to be getting that. She does have hero soul, 5-star awaken, but I'm pretty sure even without that, you know, you can make this happen, guys. Trust me, you can make it happen. So those are the champions we're using. Obviously, you know, if you aren't familiar with these champions, cold heart's using Heart Seeker, of course. These are the masteries that I have on her. You know, you can elect to take these. You can take War Master if you want. I think either way it's 100% going to be fine. But, you know, we're using her for Heart Seeker. Obviously, we're using Royal Guard for Takedown, his A2. And the preset is very simple for this comp. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the preset really quickly. And then we'll take a look at some runs, see some ways that this can work and some ways that this might not work. So here's the preset. Obviously, Royal Guard is prioritizing takedown. You can even put it as opener, whatever you want. All these champions only need to go one time. This is a very fast comp. Lydia prioritizing her A2. We want to get that decreased defense weaken up on everybody. Now, there's a chance that she gets 3%. I haven't seen what that looks like yet, but maybe we get to see it while we're testing, and you know, we go from there to see the actual win rate of this comp. But until we do, A2, and you know, maybe there's some caveat we bring in to try to make this comp more efficient. But until then, this is a good speed comp. Obviously prioritizing Heart Seeker and Cold Heart. Arbiter is going to open with this as as usual, and Zargala is of course going to use her triple hit ability, because this is how we are able to make this happen. So let's go ahead and see. We'll do a couple runs and see what is going to happen here. So obviously we're going to get turn meter boost and attack up, decrease defense weaken, Heart Seeker. As you can see, he killed one of the spiderlings, and then boom, it's a wrap. 12 seconds, very fast comp. But Royal Guard is, you know, he's been consistently killing one spiderling. Sometimes he goes overkill and kills some more. Let me just check and see which masteries are on this Royal Guard. It's not this one. It's not this one. That is the Fire Knight one. It is this one. All right, and he has War Master. So this is, yeah, he was pretty much in a Hydra build. So he has War Master. I'm guessing if War Master procs, then it's, you know, he's going to do extra damage. But let's do a couple more tests here just to see how the comp runs. Turn meter boost, obviously. We get increased attack. Boom, boom, and he killed one there, and then yeah, it still works. So as long as he's killing like one spiderling, you're gonna be fine. I've seen a run where he killed like 3 or 4 spiderlings, and it completely failed. So you need Zargala doing the triple hit, or you're not going to get the maximum amount of damage out of this comp. But 11-second run is still, you know, running very smoothly. And like I said before, guys, this is probably 100% going to get nerfed. 100%. You know, sad to say, but that's what's going to happen. That is what is going to happen. And we get a mythical piece, crit damage mythical. Too bad this isn't attack right here. This would have been a great piece to try to roll for Dracomorph, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, a couple more runs here maybe, you know, try to keep this short for you all. We haven't gotten 3% yet by Lydia, but yeah, 11-second run. So it's like working pretty smoothly. I would say the wild card here is definitely Lydia's ability to land decreased defense weaken, as well as Royal Guard potentially killing more than the amount of spiderlings than we want killed. So obviously you can gear Royal Guard, you know, properly to not kill those spiderlings and just do enough damage to get, you know, get what you need. But that is the comp, guys. This works. You can test it out for yourself on your own account. If you have these champions, if you have another champion that does a triple hit, okay, we got 3% on weaken there, boom, and it gets very close. Now the spider's going to take a turn. So that is what is going to happen if you if you get resisted 3% on weaken or decreased defense. Like I said, I already said it before, you know, we knew it was bound to happen. It happened with all, you know, majority of the fast comps, unless you were using like Xavier Bellinor together or what have you, not using Arbiter here for increased attack. There's another way that you can probably build all these champions 250 plus to go before the boss, and also make this happen. I haven't tested that because I'm just trying this out for the first time. So, but until next time, guys, maybe you can make use of this until it gets nerfed. Thank you for your support as always, though. I've been HWZ. Until next time, guys, be good and be well.